or miss it, you have a copy. And we'll show you where we're posting these on our website and on YouTube. The UltimateAir team with us today is myself. I'm Ryan. Greg Winnex on the call, and Jason Morosko and Craig are here down in Athens. And Jason's probably going to be doing most of the driving on the presentation. So I'll hand it over to Jason. And guys, if you have any questions, if this is your first time doing a GoToMeeting or a GoToWebinar, check out some of the features that you'll see on the right. You can raise your hand, you can ask questions, and I can unmute you to get, to hear you guys. But we're going to kind of wait to hear from the rest of the audience here. But if you guys have questions, please write in the questions or raise your hands, because really we're looking for this to be more of an open discussion versus a lecture. So I'll hand it over to Jason.
Our biggest message today is, how can we help you to get our product out there? We are not the largest company in the business. We have a very high-performing product, and for the most part, when someone learns about us, the sale is pretty easy. So we are trying to make our brand name more well-known. So with that, I'll get started with this. This is going to be short. I'll make it as concise as possible. And like I said, if you have any questions or anything, just let us know. So we are trying to build a dealer base that supports our product, and with that, we're trying to reach out both consumer, builder, contractor wise, bring these leads in, and with your help, get product installed. So we want to throw work your way with all of our efforts, and help us grow both businesses. We are very firmly believe this is a product needed in the industry. European markets, Canadian markets, they require such product in residential buildings. We're a little bit slow on that track, but we are gaining ground. What we deliver is, a healthy home, an energy efficient, healthy home. So when you build an energy efficient home, we have a product that enables you to build the most energy efficient while maintaining a high level of indoor air quality. I see. So let me look at this. So, we are interested in helping you grow by providing you with a solid product, enabling you to do, have a good markup on the product, and offer your installation and service, as far as a revenue stream. Yeah, let's go ahead. So, what does it mean to be one of our dealers? There's nothing written in stone here. We don't have any binding contracts. We really just want to make sure that you are promoting us and we are promoting you, and you're pushing our product as much as you can. UltimateAir and you will discuss, up front what your capacity is as far as sales and marketing and support, prior to us, us having you on our website and vice versa. I mean, we want a combined effort here. And, I guess our biggest worry is we don't want to see customers that come in and get diverted to you and you not knowing who we are. So we want to make sure that we have a good, solid contact with your company, and we work together on the sales and marketing efforts. And, depending on your size and what your capabilities are, we can work that out with each one of you. So dealers receive continuing education. We're trying to do the webinars. We have online resources, YouTube videos. Anytime that any of you would like training at the plant, here in Athens, if you ever make it down this way, that is available at any time. On-site training, we can work something out, depending on how big you are and what kind of volume you can move. We will work with you. Of course, we want you to provide the service and support for the product and be up to speed on, everything that we can offer as the manufacturer. You will be purchasing directly from us, and we hope that you will stock these at your facility also, stocking, whatever you can. Okay, yeah. Anyone, let's see, do we have any questions?
I'm going to unmute Greg just to see if he's there. Hey, Greg, are you there, buddy?
I'm here, yep. Okay.
I'm going to leave you unmuted just in case you want to chime in. And I did see a question. Let's see. Looks like it's from Gary. And it looks like you're not getting audio. So, Gary, there is a way to call in to a telephone number. So if you're not able to hear for your computer speakers, give that a try. Let me see if anyone else in the audience is having any problems. I think we're good.
Okay, Craig's going to say a few words.
Yes, I wanted to start out by saying a few things. We do have a few specialized distributors in specific areas that are stocking our product, and if you are in one of those areas, you can get a lot of support as well as product through these specialized distributors. We don't have a universal distribution network across the United States, but these folks are very knowledgeable, and they're able to help a lot on service and warranty issues as well. And we believe, and we have tests to demonstrate, that we are the most efficient product made in North America. And we would like to have you present us, not necessarily exclusively, but as in a good, better, best strategy, we would like to have you offer your customers the best performing product made in the North American market. And the other comment that I had to start with is, even though our product is the best performing product, we have to have people that are very knowledgeable in installation, because unless a product, like any mechanical device, is not installed properly, it will not give the customers the performance and service that they're looking for. So those are the comments that I had just to this point.
So what we're looking for is, again, for you to promote and recommend us as, the highest performing. We most certainly are not the cheapest, but we are the highest performing product on the North American market, as far as indoor air quality is concerned, and being able to deliver the highest level of indoor air quality at the lowest operational cost. We are going to be that solution. And of course, we want you to share our link on your website, as we will do with yours on our site. So we hope you can do that for us. And then you're providing sales, installation, customer service, all of that. Now, in addition to our residential, we are doing light commercial product line now up to 2,000 CFM. So keep that in mind. Most of the features that the residential 200DX has are also available with the commercial unit. In other words, all of the features and performance specs on the 200DX are much the same on the commercial product up to 2,000 CFM. Okay.
Next slide.
Yep. And of course, we want to offer you our full support. offering our full support from an ERV, HRV technology standpoint. Installation, a lot of time we will have plans. A lot of people are looking at their floor plans, asking, what is the best way to install this in my situation? And we want you to gather those plans from your customers, and we, with you, will help work out the best installation for that customer. We want to offer you the most support that we can. We are not going to be doing full duct design layout, but if you are to have that suggestion from your client customer and have that in a drawing form, we can most certainly work with you and them on making the best suggestion for the installation. 5-year one. Yep. So as far as the training, again, we will have these webinars available up on our website. We have YouTube videos. If you're not familiar, there are a fair amount of technical videos on our YouTube site, which details a lot of the more common technical installation and operation concerning energy recovery ventilation units. Everything from ducting, sizing, preheat, defrost, and the terms associated with that are on our YouTube site. I'll let Ryan take you to that. You can see our technical training playlist here, and a lot of different topics broke down.
Yeah, and when we record these webinars, the recorded version will get pushed to YouTube. We'll also share or link the YouTube videos off of our website. But, the latest and greatest video content for UltimateAir will be hosted on YouTube. And if you go to youtube.com/RecoupAerator, you'll find this page. And if you click playlists, you can see the whole technical training series, and you can click the link and you can hit play all, and it'll give you sequentially how Jason provided the technical training a couple months ago. But let me just show you our health webinar that Craig did on the 18th of last month. So if you clicked on this, it's like a 40-minute video similar to what we're going to be doing today. It'll be posted out here.
Okay, so yeah, and training, we can do a one-on-one Skype training. We've done those in the past. That is very useful, very helpful. Let us know if that's something you would also like. And of course, our 100% phone technical support on any installation, customer questions, all of that. We are here to help you with that. Going.
Yeah, and one quick thing about Skype. Skype is kind of similar to a webinar. It gives you video chat sharing or video features, but it also lets you share desktop. But you don't have to have a webcam. Really, you just need a microphone, and it's a quick way to really ping Jason. I know he's on pretty early in the morning through the afternoon, so I would recommend trying to get on Skype and adding Jason as a contact. I don't think we have an UltimateAir handle or Skype account, but I know Jason's Skype is usually on during the work week.
Okay, so continuing with our theme here, getting the word out. We most certainly want you to, and if you have a website, we want to be cross-linked with you. We do have Facebook and Twitter. I'm going to let Ryan show you some of that here in just a second, but we would like for you to visit our Facebook page and take a look around and see if you can share some of that material through your Facebook contacts. The more we can get just our name spread around, the more the incoming leads there will be. People finding us, people knowing about us, and then the more we will filter them back to you. So, we have marketing materials available, brochures, we have a starter kit, but more so, we want you to let us know what you need, what size of company you are, and what type of marketing or outreach you do, and we will help to support that. With our literature, we can do dedicated email marketing with you in your area, and then we can also talk about co-advertising efforts, both in local trade shows, home shows, and anything that you might be involved with locally. And then, of course, down at the bottom here, I've got a list of events that we attend. Sometimes we do all of these. Sometimes we do one every other year. Just depends on where these are, and if we think they're going to be good for us in that location that year. So these are some of the ones: the EBA, the Affordable Comfort, Green Build, and Passive House. So some of you said you need more brochures. Absolutely. Just get in contact with me or Craig or Greg anytime.
Can they print them off the web themselves?
Let's see, we can also send you the PDF, a very nice, high quality print version if you want to run some yourself. That's also very useful. Just let us know what detail that has to happen.
We have everybody's contact information on the last slide.
Yeah. Okay. Why don't Ryan switch to Facebook and Twitter and let all know what he would like to see there.
So, like Jason was saying, the goal of our email marketing and Facebook and YouTube, it's for the dealers, but it's also to generate leads, homeowner leads, online, with the hope that they come to our website. They click the homeowner tab, and for example, we have a lot of these web forms which ask for your name and email and phone, and we have these kind of spread out through the site to get a quote. Like we have a dealer sign up form as well, but these forms get sent to us, and then we assign them to Greg or Craig or Jason, and that's when you guys get brought into the picture. So based on the territory, wherever the lead or homeowner is from, we'll assign that and kind of play the liaison between the homeowner and the dealer.
It doesn't do us much good to try to sell directly to a consumer. These people usually need and want an educated, experienced installer in their area. So we are definitely looking to you for that help. And we want, and if we get one in your area, we definitely want to get you that lead.
So our Facebook page, just like the YouTube page, is facebook.com/RecoupAerator. And we try to post and share links that, from passivehouse.com or the other sites that we go to that discuss indoor air quality or ERV, HRVs. So if you guys have a Facebook page, a personal Facebook page or a company Facebook page, please come to our site and click this like button. We have 268 likes. We really need to get that up because that's going to spread virally. All your friends will see the UltimateAir RecoupAerator, and we posted about the webinar today. We shared this 60-minute video that's more for your homeowners. So we do have a conservative effort here where we're trying to push and educate folks online. And the idea is, if you're a homeowner, you'll come to our Facebook site, maybe through a friend of a friend, and then you'll go back to the website and you'll see, you're a homeowner, to click to learn more and, fill out that free quote or to get in touch with us that way. And really, that's the whole lead generating process. And we do that with, posting on Facebook. We also have a Twitter account, and we post anything that goes to Facebook also goes to Twitter, but Jason, Craig, and Greg have been really good with Twitter when they go to conferences, posting pictures. So I like to think of Twitter, it's different than Facebook, but I like to use Twitter for when you're going to a conference or an event, like in real time, versus just posting things like on Facebook that we find, whenever. Like Twitter is more real time, and I think, we share whatever we share on Facebook with Twitter, but when we go to conferences, you'll see pictures, you'll see where our booth is at. So be sure you friend us or add us on Twitter if you guys tweet. But really, Facebook is the biggest, social media application out there on the web, and more people are on Facebook than they are on, searching Google. So it really is a great place to spread awareness, generate leads, and help communicate with you guys as well. So please, even if you don't have a business Facebook page, please use your, if you have a personal Facebook page, please like us. And YouTube is another great source where we push out content. So we have a couple customer testimonials. We have a formaldehyde green cleaner experiment that we show just the type of vapor or type of bad chemicals that get put in the air and how the RecoupAerator can help with that. Then like we were talking about before with all the technical training and all that, we have backlinks on all these that send the folks back to this website so we can help filter leads to you guys and help generate more sales. I hit on most of those. Did Greg, do you want to chime in on anything? I know, you're probably agreeing with most of what we're saying, but do you have anything extra to add just about this? We have, a few more slides.
No, right on. I mean, we're where we need to be, and I agree.
Great. Yeah, Greg is on the road a lot. Hopefully you'll get to meet him sometime. We got on the road personnel. We've got Craig here, myself, and technical. So we're hoping to be able to support you as much as we can.
Yeah, and here's one thing that I didn't mention about our website. We do have a rolling blog. So if you go to ultimateair.com and then click on the blog tab, Jason's putting out probably like one deep technical dive each month, and then we're writing one more on like the health side, the consumer side, or sharing blog a couple times a month. So please, if you guys come here and you see an article that you like, you can click all these little links here, and that will help kind of spread the word. So we post probably 3 to 5 blog posts a month, and you can see all the blog links do get posted on our Facebook. But I wanted to call that out too.
So, all these are really wonderful resources for you dealers to use in terms of your education and trying to educate your customers. But real sales are dependent on your interface with your customers. You're the people that are in the customer's home, perhaps not necessarily to sell them better indoor air quality, but to fix their furnace, to make sure their air conditioner is working in the season, to do service on their existing equipment. So what we would like to ask you to do is, in the appropriate settings, please mention our product. Don't put it necessarily on the bid if customers are going to be getting 2 or 3 bids, but leave a separate bid. And in regard to that, I wanted to mention that we do not post prices on our website. So when customers call in or send an inquiry in about a price quote, we have to quote them a range of between $3,000 and $3,500 for an installed product, because we don't know what's involved in the installation, but we think that is kind of a price range that at which our product and everybody else's product in the industry is selling and installed. So we could, as you get more experience in this, you'll be able to know pretty quickly what it costs to install the unit. But We're not going to undercut you.
Or do our best not to. Or not do it knowingly, of course. You're going to let us know for sure.
If we do it, we'll make it up to you.
Yeah, we'll make it up to you. So I got a couple of notes here. We got Todd out there in Denver. He wanted me to make sure you let everyone know that Passive House, the U.S. Passive House Conference will be in Denver this year. And we will be out there as far as I know. So just wanted to make that note. And then back on the website, just wanted to make sure you're familiar with where most of our resources are at for you. And, well, to point made, it's, under this resource link here, all of our technical literature and some of our brochures are available right here for you at this resource spot within our website. The a short product specification, the performance data sheet is very useful. That is exactly the same format that all North America product are listed as. So if you go to compare our product to anyone else's, it's going to be comparable in this format as this performance data sheet has it listed. We do have a residential submittal document. If you're submitting via architecture plans or, trying to get products spec'd into a project, that is available for you, even as a Word document for you to edit. And then, under general info, we do have a very good RecoupAerator versus the competition. It's a weighted average score based on a lot of different performance criteria, including filtration. We have a lead sheet, which might be useful for some of your local, some of your local events, what kind of lead points you can generate by installing our ventilation system. Then we have the brochure, some flyers, a lot of FAQs. Those would go along very well with the YouTube videos we've made. A few other things. The warranty information is there. And then we get into the installation and service guides, which are more or less the technical installation sheets for the product and all of the associated accessories. And lastly, like I said, some information on our commercial product, but just keep in mind it is much the same as our residential product, just up to about 2,000 CFM. Very efficient. It's in a couple of Passive House schools now, and gaining ground as we speak. So that, press release testimonies. So all of that stuff there mainly is available off our resource page. Let me go over here to the this optional features tab under how it works. Is also very useful. It has some pictures and some general information on what each one of these accessories do and are for. Okay. Back to I think I'm good. Unless Brian has anything else to add with the web.
Well, I'll come back. Maybe
Okay.
Just highlight a couple of things.
So let's get this thing finished up here. So again, a business partner working with you. It's just get the word out. We're doing everything we can to get the word out. And we want you to tell us how we can help you to get the word out in your area. Skype, webinars, manuals, phone support, drawing, review, and installation recommendation. I do definitely want to tell you that is available from us. Not the full design, straight from the factory, but, very, I get a lot of plans, and that's great. I want to see your plans. I want to see what the house looks like, what kind of heating system it has, and how we can best integrate full house ventilation into their systems. Hang on, I'm looking through the questions here. Let's see. Yes, high performance buildings, super tight. We had a question come in. with regard to, very high performance buildings and tight envelopes. Right up that alley, we are now official green sponsor of the Passive House Alliance, which, the Passive House standard being a very, very stringent, energy efficient, and airtight envelope building standard. When you tighten those houses up that much and going for energy efficiency, the downside usually is that would make for bad indoor air quality, and that is why when you go to a super tight level house, the ventilation component is a key mechanical component for that house to be livable. So when you're able to build that type of house, ventilation makes it possible to have the highest indoor air quality available. I'm going to move on here.
And it looks like we may have lost sound briefly there, so sorry if we cut out. Hopefully it's not a problem right now.
Okay, everything's okay. All right, so so we are constantly working, building our website, our presence on the web, with the design and the navigation of our site, trying to, increase our search engine keyword to get people, looking for this type of stuff to our site. Press releases, blogs, regular postings on those, social media, email marketing. All of that stuff is going to help us to get the word out. So we're looking for your assistance and telling us how we can best do that with you.
And one of the requirements we have for the dealer program is swapping links. So that means us linking to you on our website, but also if you have a website, linking to us. So somewhere in your partners or links or something like that, you put in our website, http://www.ultimateair.com. And there's a human element to it, and there's also like a Google search engine element to it. Google crawls the web and looks for these backlinks, these links back to your site, and it is important that you do link our website on your site. That's going to help Google rank our RecoupAerator or our UltimateAir site higher than potentially a competitor's site. And just the same, if we link to your site, that's going to help you relative to your competition in your neighborhood. So it's not all just for Google, though. Humans, real people are going to go to these sites, to your site, to our site, and they're going to look for those links and actually click them, and potentially we can get a lead from it. So, there is a method to all this social media, web madness, and it's all about generating good content online, educating, and also generating those leads and hopefully turning those leads into sales.
Okay, so, that same conversation with the tight house, we are selling indoor air quality. It applies across the board. Not tight house versus tight house, exhaust-only appliances. You lay new carpet in an old house, it's going to off-gas formaldehyde for so long. You have so many people over. Having continuous ventilation is utmost in maintaining good indoor air quality. Can I tell you that you're going to go to the doctor less over the year if you have continuous ventilation? I would like to tell you that that's true. There's nothing that I'm going to be able to prove there, and it is a very big challenge with selling this type of product. We understand that. So your feedback on that is heard. But as the codes get more stringent in the U.S. as far as base mechanical ventilation on new construction, I hope this market is going to grow. So we went over most of this as far as, what we're looking for in lead generation and how we might be able to help you. Also keep in mind, even as a small dealer, we can do some price breaks with any kind of quantities you can order. If you can order 3 at a time, 5 at a time, 10 at a time, and of course we are going to work with our few distributors on that also. I wanted to make quick note. We do have and have always had this Breathe and Believe special to get you started. To get how do you sell something? It's always best that you yourself are a believer in the product, and we want you to be able to have this in your own home first, if that's at all possible. We will offer this to any of our first purchase dealer customers. We will give you a special discount on your first unit for you to try it yourself, or on your first install. Just let us know. That is always available on your first order. So anyway, why not be a dealer? Of course, we don't want, I already mentioned our fear. We do not want, a customer to get in contact with you and you not to know who we are. But, other than that, there's no real detriment to being a dealer, and hopefully we can expand your business as well as ours. And like I said, this will be available on the link on our website. This is a snapshot of our dealer locator. We are in process of making this more visible and easier to navigate. So any input is welcome. But you as a dealer will be able to see your company info in your area. And this, like I said, we have nothing concrete as far as a rock solid agreement, but we do like to have something like this on file, just so we know, you are interested. We know who we're talking to, and we're going to be contacting you regularly to make sure that you still have us on your radar. Let's see, I think that's all. So let's go on to the last one. What is this? Inventory. We do have a question in as far as territories are concerned. I'll ask that you go ahead and get a hold of Greg. He can help you with that as far as email or whatnot after the session. So let's keep on going. So that's all we have from our standpoint. I want to be short, sweet. I hope that was useful. Being our biggest push, we're trying to get the word out, and we, want to work with you guys to get the word out. So drive the sales back to our site so we can drive them to you.
We also, one other note, we get a fair amount of people calling us in directly. And that's another source of potential customers for you, because their question is, who can install your unit in my area? So obviously, we're referring those folks to you as well.
Yeah, we do get a fair amount of incoming calls, but everything driven by, how well we get our name out there. We are largely a referral-based industry, even yet. So the more referral, the more it'll grow. And Ryan, you have anything else?
Let's just take them to that last. Okay, we have
yeah, there.
So that last page on that on the PowerPoint slide here, and we'll email these out to you guys. But Greg, Craig, and Jason, all their information is here. And if you go to the website, you can always call in. Sherry or Chelsea will we'll be able to get you in touch with the right person. But I want to thank everybody for joining us wherever you're at, and we look forward to talking to you guys again.